Hey Tracers, today we're looking at something much bigger than just a drama. It's about how a system tries to wipe someone's existence clean. We're diving back into the fan Shiqi situation, but this time the connection is much darker because you never know how deep this hole goes. Chinese media is currently flooded with messages of gratitude from Menglong's fans, following the wave of support he's been receiving lately. As it turns out, there's more to the fan Shiqi story. So, while it's still a hot topic, let's dive back in today. On March 31st, the drama Miracle of the Moon Forest finally announced its release date. On the official poster, the cast list was all lined up, but one name was suddenly missing: Fan Shiqi. The weird part? When you watch the trailer, Fan Shiqi is still right there. His lines are there, his scenes are intact. He wasn't edited out, he was just scrubbed from the credits. I mean, what kind of logic is that? Today, we're gonna break this down. The costume fantasy drama Miracle of the Moon Forest started out as just another big budget project, boasting a star-studded cast and massive production scale. After the wrap-up, everything should have been smooth sailing. But that's not what happened. Back in April 2025, the official wrap-up announcement was released, and Fan Shiqi's name was clearly listed as a special appearance. But everything shifted when he got caught up in the Yu Menglong case. From that moment on, this project was no longer just a drama. Yu Menglong was once a rising star, but to this day, there's never been a truly convincing official explanation regarding his death. His fans have never stopped asking questions. Because of that connection, Miracle of the Moon Forest turned into a sensitive, high-pressure project. Fast forward to the 31st of March 2026. As the countdown to the premiere began, the production team finally announced the air date. But that same day, Fan Shiqi's name abruptly vanished from the official cast list. No explanation, no announcement, no reason given. It's like he never even existed. Now, let's think about one thing. If someone is truly banned from appearing, why not just cut all their scenes? Technically, it's totally doable. With today's tech, replacing or removing a character is far from impossible. The Chinese entertainment industry has done it before. There have been cases where an actor was completely replaced, every scene reshot, or even had their face digitally swapped. Meaning, they could have done it, and they had the motive to do it. But what's happening here is different. The name is gone, but the scenes remain. And that's where things start to get weird. This move reveals three underlying motives. Motive number one, cutting ties, but not quite. Scrubbing someone from the credits is actually a just-in-case move. If public opinion turns south, they can claim it was just a promotional adjustment. But if things blow over, since his scenes are still there, they can bring him back into the fold at any time. It's a classic playing both sides strategy. The second layer, relieving the pressure. Without actually taking responsibility, removing his name sends a signal to the public that they've drawn a line between them and him. But by keeping his scenes, it's their way of saying they don't want to flush the production costs down the drain. By the way, for those of you wanting to grab some official Tracers merch, everything is live right now. We've got hoodies, tank tops, mugs, tumblers, phone cases, and a whole lot more. You can check it out by clicking the link below. It's fully integrated right here into the video. It's as if they're trying to get the best of both worlds, or more accurately, trying not to step on anyone's toes. But the third layer, that's the real heart of the matter, and it's something they don't even dare to touch. To this day, the connection between Fan Shiqi and Yu Menglong has never been officially acknowledged by the authorities. What the production team actually fears isn't Fan Shiqi himself. It's the name tied to him, Yu Menglong. As long as Yu Menglong's case remains officially unresolved, this drama will always be standing right in the middle of a danger zone. On March 31st, Fan Shiqi's studio released a statement. The wording was incredibly careful. We respect the promotional arrangements made by the production team, and will continue to communicate actively regarding the artist's promotional activities. Fan Shiqi participated as a special appearance in the role of Shi Ling. Filming has been fully completed, and we look forward to the drama's release to unveil this new character together. Sounds calm and diplomatic, right? But if you look closely at the phrasing and where it's headed, it's not that simple. He never actually said he agreed with this arrangement. Respecting isn't the same as agreeing, and continuing to communicate suggests that things haven't actually been settled yet. The statement feels more like something he was forced to put out rather than something he wanted to say. Honestly, his position looks pretty weak here. At the end of the day, when facing the power of the industry and big capital, an individual has almost no voice unless they're part of that power themselves. And now, we have to get to the real core of this. Yu Menglong. His name might have nearly vanished from official channels, but among the public, especially the fans who refused to stay silent, he never truly went away. The audience comments feel like a series of defiant statements. Thank you for summarizing the Yu Menglong case once again. The truth can't stay hidden forever, it'll come to light one. We will never accept letting criminals get away with this. Until the truth is out, we're not going anywhere. All these voices are merging into one single cry.
On the international petition platform Avis, signatures for justice for Yu Menglong continue to climb. Why? Because this case has never been given a clear, honest explanation. The Chinese entertainment industry has a very sophisticated silencing mechanism. When an artist runs into trouble, the pattern usually goes like this. First, the official media stays silent. Then, platforms quietly start demoting or deleting related content. And finally, business partners put out statements one by one to distance themselves. This whole process can happen in as little as 2 weeks or a month at most, and after that, the topic is slowly suppressed until it fades away. But Yu Menglong's case couldn't be suppressed. Why? Because his fans refuse to let him be silenced. Every time a related drama or artist hits the trending charts, they immediately flood the comments, bringing those questions back to the surface. To them, the release of Miracle of the Moon Forest isn't just an invitation to watch. It's another chance to demand answers. Scrubbing fan Shiqi's name while keeping his scenes isn't an isolated incident. It's part of a well-oiled risk management machine in the Chinese entertainment industry. The rule is simple: sever the image, but protect the interests.
How many times have you seen this pattern? When an artist gets into trouble, the production team immediately drops a statement strongly condemning them. Yet the drama still airs, the ratings keep climbing, and the profits keep rolling in. The actor's name might be gone from the poster, but the traffic they generate is still being milked by those in power. Behind all of this, there's a very blatant logic of self-interest. The audience's anger, they can handle that. But the loss of production costs, that's what they refuse to swallow. And the deeper question is, who actually gets to decide whether someone should be erased or not? In the Chinese entertainment industry, the answer to that question almost never comes from a court or an investigative body. Instead, it comes from the heat of public opinion and the interests of big capital moving hand in hand. When an artist stumbles, if they still have enough commercial value, they might vanish for a while only to make a quiet comeback later. But if their commercial value is deemed zero, then they truly disappear. Yu Menglong is gone. He no longer has the chance to defend himself or fight for anything. Because of that, everything related to him now rests solely on the shoulders of those who still choose to remember him. And it's precisely those who remember him that are the reason why the production team of Miracle of the Moon Forest is so on edge right now. Now, let's go back to our initial question. A name vanishes from the cast list, but the scenes are still in the trailer. A studio releases a statement that sounds smooth, but is actually full of desperation. This isn't just about one artist's personal problem. This is a system at work, using silence to absorb the truth, using time to erase memories, and using capital to cover up accountability. But there are some things that simply cannot be covered up. That phrase Yu Menglong's fans often say, "Until the truth is out, we're not going anywhere," isn't just a fan's persistence. It's a much deeper statement. In a system that can make a person disappear, choosing to remember is in itself a form of resistance. We often say that history is written by the winners. But in this day and age, there's another form of history written by those who refuse to stay silent. Every comment, every signature, every share, together, they build that history. Miracle of the Moon Forest will still air. Fan Shiqi's name might not show up in the opening credits, but those questions, they're still hanging there. How did Yu Menglong really die? Who is responsible? And why, until now, has there been no convincing official answer? These questions will not stop being asked. As long as you're still here, we'll keep talking about it. If this video made you think, please share it. There are things that need to be heard by more people. In the end, this is about more than just a missing name on a poster. It's about how a system works to make us forget. They can scrub the credits, they can silence the media, but they can never erase what we know. The drama will air and the name might be gone, but those questions aren't going anywhere until the truth finally comes out. If you are still watching this, maybe you are looking for the same thing I am,